Welcome to Chapter 2 Google Docs, Part 2. Reviewing our essential outcomes for this chapter, you will be working with open and closed software to create and format professional documents using basic software features. You will be working in Google Drive using Google Docs and Microsoft Word. You will also be asked to complete the Chapter 2 I CAN statements that provide you with all the tools that you need to know for this chapter and for this unit. You will also be asked to articulate and utilize computer and software terminology. Section 2-2, the File Toolbar. Screen tips. Screen tips are a great way to find out what specific icons do. They identify each of the icons on the toolbar. For example, if I was to put my cursor on that little icon above the print Control+P, I would see a screen tip that tells me exactly what that particular icon does. As I put my cursor on each of the icons, I just hold it until I get my screen tip. Screen size. When you click on the drop-down menu for the screen size, it will give you different types of sizes that you can use for your viewing. If you want a larger screen size, you can go to 125, 150. If you want a smaller one, you can work your way down. Types of headings. If we click on our normal text, we will see that we have options for any types of headings that we use in our document. We have titles, subtitles, heading 1, heading 2, heading 3. Under font styles, we can find the different types of styles that we want to use for our particular fonts in a document. We have our font size. Normal font size is 12. So Google default is 11. So you will have to make sure that if you use Control A and select your entire document, you can change your font size to 12. You also have the ability to bold, italic, underline, change your text color, and change your highlight color. If you click on the drop-down arrow for the letter A, you'll have options for text or highlighting. If you click on text, then it will change the font color. If you click on highlight, it will add highlighting to your document. Remember, highlighting is only used if you are the reader of a document. If you are not the reader, if you are the writer, you would not use highlighting in your document. We also have the hyperlink icon, and we have the comment icon. We also have paragraph alignments that allow you to center your text horizontally, either left, center, right, or justified. We have line spacing option. Default setting for Google Docs is 1.15. You will want to change that to either single space or double. You do this by doing Control A to select your entire document, and then click on single or click on double. Bulleted and numbered list icons. When you have one column and order is important, you are going to use a numbered list. The numbered list tells the person to follow the directions step by step in the proper order. A bulleted list is used when order is not important. I have a listing of ingredients for a recipe. The ingredients do not have to be in proper order, so I can put them in any order that I wish. When you look at your toolbar, you're going to see an icon that has 1, 2, 3. That is your numbered list. You'll also see a list that has circles. That is your bulleted list. You may also use your increase indent to move to the right and there is also a decrease indent that allows you to move the indent to the left. Looking at an example here, we started with number 1. That would have been our numbered list. Then we want to use our increase indent to go down a level or move the indent to the right. And so notice that I went from a numbered 1 to a letter A, B, C. To get back to my number 2, I will use the decrease indent since that moves the indent to the left, and it will automatically change the number from 1 to 2. Google Explore Tool tab. Google has a new feature that can make your life a little bit easier, and this tool tab is available whenever you're in Google Docs, Google Sheets, or Google Slides. The Google Explore tool is a tool that is used as an add-on that allows you to search and drag and drop needed content for your document and presentation. To access your Google Explore tab, go to the bottom right-hand corner of your document and you're going to click on the tab. It's the little cross. Above the tab box will open. You're going to enter your search and hit enter. The tab function works very much like a Google search. Sharing a document. If we click on share, as we had stated earlier, you are able to share your document. Just type in the people section the email address to the person that you want to share, and then click done. It is now time to do our section 2-2 PowerPoint activity. 1. Log in to Google Drive. Find the Chapter 2 Google Docs folder. Open up a new doc. Save it as section 2-2 activities. Using Control A, select the entire document. Change the font size to 12 and the font family to a style of your choosing. On the first line, create a title for your document. You will be writing on your favorite foods. Add a style of your choosing to the title. Center the title. Leave one line space blank between the title and your first paragraph. Then continue on to the next slide. Following the title, write a sentence that introduces your favorite foods, but don't name the foods. Following the sentence, leave one blank space between the paragraph and the list, and create a numbered list. The numbered list should list 3 of your favorite foods that you like to eat. List them in order of importance. Then leave one blank line space after the list. Write another sentence that introduces the 3 foods that you like to make, but don't name the foods. Following the sentence, leave one blank line space between the paragraph and the list and create a bulleted list. The bulleted list should list 3 foods that you like to make. Then continue on to the next slide. Following the bulleted list, leave one blank line space after the list, and then write a sentence that identifies the recipe of one of your favorite foods you would like to make. After the sentence, leave one blank line and insert a table that contains 2 columns and 4 rows. Center the table on the page. Using the Explorer tab at the bottom right side of the document, search for a recipe such as like chocolate chip cookies for your favorite food. Then select a recipe. The recipe will open up in a new browser tab. Then continue on to the next slide for further directions. In the first column of the first row of the table, type in ingredients. In the second column of the first row of the table, type in directions. Add the heading 1 style to row 1 and center the headings. In the first column, second row, add in each of the ingredients. If you have 5 ingredients, you should have 5 rows, a line for each ingredient. In the second column, second row, add in the directions. Each direction should be giving a separate line. Somewhere on the page, insert a Creative Commons image of the recipe. Add color to the background of your document. Add at least 3 skills to your document. If you don't remember what the skills are, review the video for the skills that can be added to this document. Call your teacher over to review your work when you have finished. That's all, folks. Please go back to the class website for your next step in this process.